ॐ शान्तकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभांगं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिभिर्ध्यानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथम्. Good evening. Yesterday I had started with Ganapati. Out of the five main gods, Panchadev, Ganapati is the starting dev, and Ganapatya Tantra. I had given the preface of it yesterday, and today I am going to the second one, the Vishnu. Vishnu, from the beginning of Tantra, we have got, and in the Vedas, after Vedas, Puranic era too, Vishnu has a very good impact on our spiritual life, and Narayan, God Narayan, and after that this incarnation in the Dwapar era as Sri Krishna, where he proved himself by his works that he was the Param Brahma, Purna Brahma, the full power of the complete entity. Narayan is that Palanhari, it's settled from the creature, from the starting of the creature, starting of this world universe when it started. Then one was the creator, that is Brahma, one was the destroyer, that was Shiva, and in between them, there was Sri Vishnu, who was the Palanhar, who maintained this world and universe through proper sustenance, proper balance, and everywhere in proper way. He had taken many incarnations, 10 incarnations mainly. 9 has already been done, and one is supposed to come in the Kali Yuga at the end of this Kali Yuga. And in all these 9 avatar, it has proved that he was a preacher of the ancient Hinduism, Hindu cult, and also in our tantric scripture, first definition of Agam Shastra, Agata Shiva Bhaktrabha Gata Sagirija Bukhe Mata Vasudevasya. I mean that it came from the mouth of Girija and went as the answer from Shiva. Shiva had given the answer, and finally the opinion or the editing of the whole subject was done by Swayam Narayan himself, Vasudeva. Vasudev, Madhusudan, Siman Narayan. There are many names and many forms in all over India. Somewhere he is Vitthal, somewhere he is Narayan, somewhere he is Tirumpati, Balaji, Madhusudan, and so many names are there. Ashtotar Satanam is there. There are 108 names in normal course. And also in Vaishnavya cult, from the those who worships Vishnu and follows their cult, follows Vishnu cult, that is they are called Vaishnav. The Vaishnav people, the Vaishnavic Tantra, it is also a very important, but mostly it is secret. Most part is secret. Vaishnavya cult is plainly, it is very much shrouded with bhakti, and the bhakti has been differentiated in 9 forms. Thus, Bandhan, Kirtan, and so many. Bhakti cult has been a vital part of Vaishnaviya Tantram. In Vaishnaviya Tantra, there are many such this Vaishnavi people, those who follows. We also follow. In Tantra, everything is acquired, everything is inculcated and embodied in Tantra Shastra. There is everything, every sort of Tantra, every sort of cult has been embodied. And Vaishnaviya Tantra, especially, it is obviously for us, it's compulsive for us in all sort of healing process and all sort of tantric process. Vishnu comes whenever we are taking the water. Since water, Vishnu is the represent of the Jal Tattva, the water element of nature. It is represented by Vishnu. बटपत्रे मुकुंदम, ये जो हुआ था सृष्टि के समय, चारों ओर पानी ही पानी, प्रलय की अंधकार. It was a disastrous pralay, and at that time, on a leaf of a banyan tree, Vishnu had taken birth in the water, and Mukunda in his name, and from there Narayan, Narena, Nar iti Neer iti water. So jal, এই জল তত্ত্ব যে বিষ্ণু, আমরা যখন আচমন করি, when we start with আচমনম, Om Vishnu, Om Vishnu, Om Vishnu, we start with the Vishnu name at first whenever we sit in any puja. Since we also taken Vedas and the Vedic process as our internal essential feature and primary feature. Ved is a part of Tantra, though the Vedic people, there is no rishis today, I think. The Vedic people, those who are following the Vedic culture till today, they don't think Tantra as a part of Ved, and they never goes for any tantric actions or so that. But also there are some sort of puja systems those the Vedic people are also following. It has been involved in tantric process, in Vedic process. The tantric process also has been coagulated and compiled. Anyway, Vaishnaviya Tantra is, there are so many processes. We apply Nrsimha, the Vaishnaviya Sadhak, they are also applying Nrsimha. Nrsimha is a very powerful Vaishnaviya process and prakaran. Also there is the Narayanastra. Narayanastra is a very big powerful process and prakaran of tantric process. Also we go with the Purushottam prakaran. Purushottam prakaran is also a very important to capture or to attract somebody else or to mesmerize somebody else. Purushottam is a very good prakaran system through which we can get any hurted, any distressed people attracted into the speller's own capture. Now, all this have a positive effect, and Vaishnaviya Tantra, there are many Vaishnava sadhaks who had made it in a Vaishnaviya revolution. Vaishnaviya Bhakti Andalan, Bhakti movement has been started in India and in all over India and especially in Bengal. Mahaprabhu Sri Chaitanya in southern way, it was Dakshinatha, it was Ramanujam, it was many such saints who are there, and also the Shankaracharya started with their Vaishnaviya cult in their Shankara Mats and all. The Vaishnaviya cult, there are Panchatattva is also there. Like in Shakta cult there is Panchatattva, in Vaishnaviya cult also Panchatattva. Guru Tattva is there. जो हमारे फिजिकल सिस्टम है एनाटॉमिकली, तो एनाटॉमिकल सिस्टम में गुरु तत्व है एक नंबर में पंच तत्व की द फर्स्ट part of the 5 elementary aspects of Vaishnaviya Tantra. Vaishnaviya Tantra, first is Guru Tattva. Guru is the first and foremost important media to get the tantric appliances in Vaishnaviya Tantra. Guru is a very, very important feature. Since Guru is the main media, he lit the light, lit the lamp in a competent disciple's body, in that lamp, through his mantra, through his energy, and enlighten him. That is Guru Tattva. Next comes the Mantra Tattva. What comes from the seeds? From the seeds, bij. Bij means the letters. The letters and small letters, they're sometimes connected with some other letters. The bij, the seeds, are the base and source of some trees, like some important harvest-giving trees. That is the base of the deities, the gods or goddesses figure. This is the replica of that. Next come the Varna Tatra. The letters come. After mantra, the main Varna, main letter. Letter is important. That is the third elementary aspect. In the seed, the Varna is also like a molecule. There is some electron, proton, and neutron, something like that. Varna is like that. In a beach, a Varna is like that important. Dev Tattva. Next is Dev Tattva. The importance of godliness. Godliness is the Dev Tattva. And finally, when you will get the conception of all this four, you have to get involved into yourself. You have to just sink into yourself. That is the Dhyanam, meditation. Meditation is the fifth elementary aspect of Vaishnaviya Panchatattva. Now, through Vaishnaviya Panchatattva and Vaishnaviya cult and Vaishnaviya Tantra, we can primarily solve many such problems in a smooth way, in a bhakti way. We don't have to apply much Shakti. We don't have to apply a lot of accessories, a lot of ingredients. আমাদের বেশি কিছু প্রয়োগ করতে হয় না। নারায়ণাস্ত্র যে প্রয়োগ করবে, যে সিদ্ধ করে নিয়েছে, সে নারায়ণাস্ত্র, those who have already been succeed in Narayanastra, those who have succeed in Purushottamastra, they can apply it without any much arrangements. Okay, no much ingredients are necessary to apply all this, since it remains in the heart of the sadhaka, and the sadhaka becomes successful and the work becomes successful. This is the way of Vaishnaviya Tantram or Vaishnaviya cult. This is also very much prevalent in our country, and now through ISKCON and so many other famous organizations, they are spreading it and they are preaching it in India and outside, abroad also. And this Vaishnaviya cult is also part of our bigger tantric aspect. Thank you very much. Jai Mata Ki.